Any dreams you have or plans for your future, I think you're gonna have to put that on hold. For the rest of your life, you're gonna be looking over your shoulder.
But your guy, Bernie Rose is his name, right?
Yeah.
This is, I began to suspect him of possible terrible things when I learned that he was dabbling in movie producing, because
That's a bad sign.
it is a bad sign.
Yeah.
These are really bad people. And so when that happens, you're capable of a lot of things that maybe we don't think. But what was it like the day you did your first scene with a weapon? I mean, there's a scene in a pizzeria. I don't want to give away too much, but a knife and a fork in the pizzeria is not pretty.
No, I'll tell you the truth, is that Nicholas likes to do 20, 30 times, which is fine with me, and he likes to do it as realistically as possible. So you have weapons that are supposed to give way, and if a blade is supposed to, when you stab somebody, it gives way, but these are mechanical, and I didn't want to murder anyone. And
For real.
And so, as you do it over and over and over, and he wants harder, I can see it, it's not hard enough, you start to have that, you could kill somebody. And that got to me, because I would go off and sort of sit by myself for an hour afterwards. And one night I came home and my kids hadn't finished the homework and I hadn't left Bernie there. And I said, get into your room now. And my kid just, I don't know what's going on, but I'll do the homework,
Something's wrong with Dad.
Yeah, right. So, I mean, it's not, the idea of it is, I get to do that. But the doing of it, it makes you sort of crazy. You have to get the energy inside you enough to do the deed, and at the same time, you don't want to actually kill the other actor.
No, and it's not good for you getting another movie after that. They frown on it. The insurance bill.
That you leave off the
resume.
resume.
You just can't really do it.
Horses, swims, murders. You leave that off.
I'm gonna tell you something. Anybody finds out, we're both dead.
Were you that tough guy growing up? Or your name was Albert Einstein, for God's sake, right? That's it. That's your real name. They had to tease you.
Well, listen, I was a big guy. I had to, I played tackle on varsity football, even as a freshman, because I was big enough where they could run into. But it's not that. That's not what. I don't think the people that really are the people to be afraid of were probably the opposite of tough guys. Tough guys generally, wore themselves out. They peaked in high school. It's the guys that lurked that you have to be afraid of. But more than that, it's acting a character. I can play a believable person. If we did a movie together now, and I was your lawyer, you'd buy me as your lawyer. And so when you turn violent in a movie, what you have to do is turn violent. And that's what I've always said. That's why, one director may have thought, the audience won't believe that when it happens. Well, Nicholas didn't think that. So he took the chance, and the audience does believe it. And I always thought that they would. It's just that, I guess if your character is believable until the moment your character turns, you buy the turn. If you don't buy the guy before, you don't buy the guy after.
Do you stay that way on a set? I mean, do you and Ryan Gosling, when you're doing a scene in Drive like that, that's
well, in this case, Ryan Gosling's character is so silent that we pretty much stayed that way. And in the beginning, I said to him seriously during a break, I said, "Are you going to talk to me?" And he just looked at me. So a couple of times, Nicholas didn't use it in the movie. I had Bernie talk to him like that. I mean, there was one scene in the garage, and I got really sort of frustrated, and Bernie said to Driver, what do you got that goddamn toothpick in your mouth for? You look like an idiot. You look like a hick. Take the toothpick out of your mouth. What are you doing? And Ryan's looking at me like, should I take the toothpick out? What should I do? You know, so that was the only way I could sort of get across it. Was Bernie said, you know, there was a scene in the Chinese restaurant. I said, you want something to eat? He didn't answer. You know, one take I said, you know, it's polite to say no. You know, you can answer, say no, I don't want something to eat. You know, but
Instead of just that silent
yeah,
routine.
yeah, you know, that's what Bernie would do.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we pretty much stayed. I stayed to myself in this. You know, I mean, you sometimes you want to make light. You want to take the tension away. But Ryan, there wasn't a lot of joking. There wasn't a lot of joking on this particular set.
Well, maybe now, when it's all over, you two can go out to a Chinese restaurant and do it.
And to actually talk.
But I can actually talk and not, and he might be the same person. Who knows?
No,
no, you know.
I just spent the weekend with him, and you know, I'm crazy about Ryan's great.
He is great.
Terrific.
Yeah. Now you're finishing the new Judd Apatow movie. This is 40.
Yeah, I think the title will change.
It will change. It will be This Is Albert.
This is Albert. This is
I like that.
This is Bernie.
Yeah, this is Bernie. He's back.
Yeah.
And you're Paul Rudd's father in this one.
Yeah.
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 Wow.
See, I have kids that are young, so that was really a shock. You think playing Bernie Rose was a shock. Judd Apatow said, so I think you should play Paul Rudd's father. Well, should I walk with a limp? No, I think you're okay. Well, what about should I dye my hair gray? No, I think you're okay. I'm okay? I could be his father? Ah!
So I'm sure you gave him the silent treatment then during this whole thing. It was like, I'm not talking to you, Paul Rudd. Forget it.
No.
Forget it. Well, we always go out in this show in song. I ask everyone to sing a few bars of some song that means to them. I wouldn't ask you to do the broadcast news song, although I could beg, but no,
People
I would
sing?
rather it came from you. People, they all sing. Even Ryan Gosling, he sang My Little Pony.
Gray skies are gonna clear up. Put on a happy face. Brush off the clouds and cheer up. Put on a happy face. Just spread sunshine all over the place. Just put on a happy face. For
some reason, I just feel so sad, and I see
it
Bernie
always-
killing somebody else now.
The song always makes me cry.
It's just so sad. I thought maybe you would do Something's Coming, you know, which was a great thing in defending your life,
Could
where you
be.
die.
Who knows?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna sing now for 2 hours on your show.
No one's done that, so that would be nice
All
if
right.
you did that.
Let's
but
go
you
down
gave
to
us
the,
a hint.
Let's go down to The View.
Okay, here it goes. Albert, thank you so much,
Thanks,
and
Peter.
best of luck with
Thanks.
this movie.